Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. But today we start the new season with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Manning. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. It'll be a gain of 5. And a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. And Lance now to throw. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. There he goes, left side. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
We spend so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And Lance will try again on second down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot it, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On second down, it's Edwards. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And now they'll shift things around. Here's Manning to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Manning. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year, and this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Edwards now on 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Down yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Manning now throwing quickly to the flat. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Him in stride. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Lance wants to change him up. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charles. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Manning. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Manning. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Lance. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2nd down and 8. Now Lance looking to change it up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Manning throwing on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Manning. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 23 yards on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Manning going to throw. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone now, Manning. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Working from the gun, Manning sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the draw is Edwards. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it. getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ready.
2 yards to go, second down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Ready.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Ready.
Williams will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Lance on the keeper. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And just shutting him off there. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll get it down here at the 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense?
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now a play fake. Manning. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Rig, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Hooker now, 3rd and long. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question, because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So yes, tight game, you'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The Lances, and the throw here caught by Addison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go now.
Shotgun now for Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Lance now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jordan Addison, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Hooker's going to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Hooker wants to change the look. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
On second down, here's the option. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Edwards will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And Lance going to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Lance now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against this secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. On play action, Lance. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
This second and 4. They run once more with Edwards, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Hooker. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. In motion, the tight end. An audible here to get a new look. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Okay, Frank.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Green Jack. Yellow.
Here's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play action. Now it's Lance. This is caught by Addison. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Lance. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And Lance, he's going to change the play. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they'll change things up. Quick throw by Hooker, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun, it's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface.
Bro, but go back and rewatch it, bro. I'm gonna talk in the chat in a second. Hold on.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on first down is Lance. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now Lance. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Lance looks to throw again. His throw incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll start with the option. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And finally taken down at the 34. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed.
And the ball is knocked out. It looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever... Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And Lance now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Again, it's Lance. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the...
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
Come on. Hey.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed